It's Wednesday, the 19th of April, 23. I'm back on a down walk. Yesterday I just went down to the railway station and back, which is about 2.5 miles or something. But today I'm heading over to Winlaton. So I think it'll take about 2.5 hours each way, and it's just after 9 o'clock in the morning. So I'm heading over to my cousins for a bit chin wag, a bit catch up, have a look at his chickens and what have you. And I believe he's got some chicks. Just arriving at the railway station where I returned yesterday from here. Just walked to here and back. Now somebody put a comment on that video from yesterday and says check out the tree which has got some names on or something near the seat where I was sitting. And I said I would have a quick look as I was passing the day. Yeah, he said there's some names on. Some old, some new. This one says L.A. That one says Jez. This one says Kate. And James, I believe. And that one's quite faded. There's a one down there. Can't make that one out. Jaoz or something. But yeah, that's where I was sitting yesterday. There was nothing in the field. Apart from there was a dog running about over there with a tuner. And the cows were in this next field. But up to now, it's not a day like yesterday. I was sitting here yesterday and the sun was beaming in my eyes, but it is a lot earlier, like that was in late afternoon. So the sun should be over here somewhere, but where I don't know. Right, anyway, time to move on. Thought about sitting there for a minute. I've been out coming up to an hour. Just came down there, past that bloke there. I've walked about 3 miles, which isn't a great lot yet. But obviously I keep stopping and looking at things, and that's the beauty about walking places like this. That much to see. You stop when you see a squirrel up a tree or a deer in the field. Haven't seen a deer in the field yet, but seen a couple of squirrels. Further along I expect to see red kites, hopefully. But I'll tell you what it is. Might be a farmer like, but somebody's dumped a load of crap down there. Don't know how I would do that, like, but it looks like a lot of roofing tiles and stuff like that. And now some people have gone to any length to get rid of rubbish like around tack at the tip. But well, you're taking a risk coming right from one end of a field to another to dump rubbish. Something on this seat here. Just a bit of cloth. Aye, it's nice. Nice for walking. It's actually better when the sun's not beaming on you. So, no idea what time I'm going to get there, but I've got all day to get there and back, so time doesn't really matter. It's not a race, so we'll just see how we get on. Right, I'm 4.5 miles into my walk. and where this truck's come past now, this is the main road that way to Medhamsley, that way to Rowlands Gill. This thing's been painted up since the last time I seen it. It was just all black. It says 4 mile to Concert that way and 22 mile to Tynemouth. But it looks bonny. Nice bright orange and what have you. So oh, I just seen something in the woods down there. It's funny how things catch your eye, you know, when you're walking along. I don't know if it was a deer. It was something quite big. Might have been a deer, might have been a fox or something. Just caught the corner of my eye. So anyway, I'll be uploading a couple of shorts on my journey. I've just uploaded one before there. Just a little garden which was in the middle of nowhere, quite impressive. So, stand in the middle of the road, Medhamsley, that way. Down to Burham, turn right, Rowlands Gill, turn left back to Black Hill, where I come from. Sees a couple of cars gone up to Medhamsley there. So quite enjoying it. Nice and cool for walking. It was supposed to be about 12 degrees today. I don't actually know what it is, but can't be far off that. Maybe it's 10 or something. So right, move on. Just came across the first viaduct. I made a short in the middle, looking over the woods and that. And just down there, I mean, there's 2 viaducts here, between here and Rowlands Gill. And I can see the second one in the distance from this one. So once I get across the next viaduct, I've actually made it to Rowlands Gill. And there's a chippy there called Maguire's, which is very nice. Last time I had some, so I think I might have myself a bag of chips or something just to keep us going, because I hadn't any breakfast. Sorry about that before, I made a mistake. I meant to say there's 3 viaducts before you get to Rowlands Gill. Just passing another old railway station. So obviously people used to get off and on the train here, up and down them stairs, either side. You know, it's amazing. I mean, it's just covered in plants now, the staircase. But I don't know, these must have been like railway cottages or something. There's about 5 houses here in the middle of nowhere. Done an aerial there for somebody years ago. So this used to be a bit of a notice board. It's only got please clean up after your dog now. Used to be things on there about the red kites and walking clubs and stuff like that. Well, actually, there's some of it doing there. There's 3 horses there having a bait. Spotted us. Bonny little things they are now. Not a horsey person like, but I like to look at them, they're right. There's a house along here just being sold. I wonder if it's the one with the owl and Paddington Bear, or whatever his name was. Him there, look. There he is. Stands looking at everybody coming along. And there's the owl carved into the tree. So aye, that was the house with the owl. It's normally got a big thick hedge along here, and the owl disappears in the fine weather. But it's to be seen now. So, next viaduct, which I was mistakenly about to put another mile, I think, along here. I'll take a little video clip when we get there. Electric fence. Don't know where the electric fence is like. But I mind. Right, I'm just crossing over the last viaduct. There's a river down there. Which means I've landed in Rowland's Gill. And not sure what the time is. I think it's about 11:15 or something. I've just had a couple of phone calls there, so that stopped us for a little while. So off the viaduct into Rowland's Gill, and if the chippies are open, I think I'll get this portion of chips I mentioned, and just have a little sit down somewhere and eat them. If there's nice seats nearby, there's a little bush shelter, just sit there. So, there's the chips. I just got chips and batter. £2.90. Tell you what it is, I've had a couple. I'm absolutely beautiful. I'm just at the junction where that van is there, just round that corner is Maguire's chip shop. And then you've got Gardner and Wake car sales there, which is quite a nice place. Nice bloke that runs that and owns it. So I'm just sitting here watching traffic going by, enjoying my chips. Right, I'm just coming up this bank here, which is about the last 2.5 mile. It's uphill unfortunately, like, but at least it's downhill on the way back. Time I have a couple of hours there rest, I should be alright. I've done, according to the phone anyway, I've done about 9 miles so far. It's after 12, like, so looks like it's going to be about 3.5 hours each way. Of course, I did stop a couple of times, take a couple of little video clips, and all adds time, I suppose. Somebody's canny little garden there, look. Little bridge and stuff. Sun's come out, which is a bit cruel when I'm coming to walk uphill. Could have done with it when I was in the shade, but never mind. Little kiddies parks, normally few people in there, but obviously school's at school, so now going on there. Thornley Lane play area it's called. Now, like what we had when we were kids, you didn't have all this protective gear on the ground. You felt you were falling on concrete or tarmac. All mollycoddle these days, like. But it's a way of life. Got the tiny football pitch there for the kids and all. Them Maguire's chips, absolutely gorgeous, mate. And they kind of filled us up a bit. So, couple of miles left. I've made a couple of short video clips. I'm going to make one of these chickens or chicks. Got some baby chicks. See what happens over there. Somebody's got a little hen house there on this bit of land. Fancy one, not just a knocked up piece of wood, proper made one, like. Looks like it's all nice pine wood or something like that. Right, we'll move on up this hill.